Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play, the game known as Starfield.
It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want. I bet your whole house is full.
The whole house full of
mirrors.
mirrors. Wow. Anyway, the game Starfield, this is obviously episode 27. Same deal as last episode if you've been watching. Basically, I got the footage, but I lost what I said at the time. So I am now talking over the top of it, trying to remember what I was doing at the time and cutting bits out then that need to. Well, there might be more cuts than I originally had because I just don't remember what I was doing. But at the time I was probably explaining something to you exactly what I was doing. Like this now. I believe I was looking for somewhere with pirate ships. So, and I don't know how it works at this point in time. Do you show up and they'll be there? Do these randomly spawn? Do you have to be in an area and just keep searching for ages, etc.? And on this point, I'm like looking at these, see if any of these basically take me to any pirates. I will say, keep saying why I'm saying this. I did look up later on. I think it was after. I can't remember. It was episode 27 or 28. I can't remember which episode it was for, but I looked up after. And apparently, the way it seems to work is if you fly somewhere, you should wait about 10 seconds, and then some kind of event happens. So if no pirate shows up, you ain't gonna get a pirate in that area. But at the same time, if you fly to pirate-infested areas, that's where you're gonna get a lot of pirates. I actually do.
This is Research Outpost U-309 to any and all Freestar Collective craft. We are under heavy fire. Hostile spacers are overrunning our position on Altair 2. I'm not sure how much longer our outpost can hold on. We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
So I was getting like some help needed there. But I was saying, there's loads of them in there. There seem to be too many. They splattered what you will see. I don't want it to be this episode or the one after. It's one of these three. It happens to me. I also find out 3 places the person suggested. One of them I actually have access to. And I go there 2 to 3 times and you will see that. And I get a couple of events, eventually pirates. And I won't go into exactly what happened with that. And 2 other places I can't find yet. So it means I've never been to them. So here I'm looking around. I can't remember if I was going to trying to do that quest that just popped up, or if I was still looking for pirates here. Let me see. I'm looking around here. I think I might be looking for where they were talking from. See, there it is. I think. Or not. Cannot land here. Oh, it's over here, is it? Abandoned outpost. Ah, that must be where it is. It's like, cool. So I'll go and help them. And I was also hoping I'll pull in as a unloading cutscene here, and there'll be a pirate in space attacking. I could take their ship and land. So I was like hoping for both. So I'm after a ship, as I thought, okay, get a bunch of ships, sell them all. Well, get 4 or 5 ships, keep the best one, sell the other 3 or 4, use that money to obviously make myself. Start my new ship, basically, my own ship.
The greatest. No. Better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically.
Yeah, my fan going off. And then I found he was talking over the top of their message too. I was like, okay, so I'll scan it, see some resources down there. I've got to get land. So remember, I took them pictures on my phone as well for certain resources. I was always planning, like I said last episode, to go back to a lot sooner, and I don't think I did yet. Landing. Yeah, it's impressive, but again, cutscene, I would love to land myself like a star citizen. Okay. Exit ship. Okay, looking around. So, okay, there's my ship. Yep. That's the location. I think this is to a bounty hunter to kill someone. And I say I think because I'm talking over the top of my recording because I lost what I said at the time, and even though I've got this on my recording program, found some plus aid there, so that's gonna help. My first and some food or treatment, whatever that is. It's blurred. I'm trying to get that. So yes, I can read these because it's quite big, but they are harder like this. Displace, spacer. They are harder to read. They've got to be pretty big. Where the hell did you come from, boy?
My eyes!
Like that in my eyes. Oh, I saw something recently. What again? I don't do in this. That's 4 episodes. It was like, I think it's done by Briston. I also didn't even know about it after these episodes. It's shot here. And first I thought this was glitchy, by the way, how the light was. I didn't find out in a bit that no, it's actually turrets. Anyway, what I was saying. There's a YouTuber. He's obviously was allowed to officially do this for Briston and other people of Starfield. And he's got some animations in it, and it's supposed to be like, this will be 4 minutes, I think he said. Oh! There, I was trying to find a canister to blow him up, instead he blew me up with a canister. And anyway, he said he's supposed to get in 4 minutes, but he wanted him to do 6 or 7. But on it, so I don't know if this is in the game, he's fighting people like this. He shoots the backpacks. Again, this is animation, so it could be just, he could just made it up. And then one of them flies in the air and blows up. And then the other two, the other play characters, turn around and say, like, I didn't know he could do that. Or that could happen, something along that lines. And then he shot the second one, the same thing happened. Hit the third one, didn't quite happen, and he shot him in the head. I was like, has he just added that for the sake of it? Or is that a thing that can happen? Or if I hit him in that backpack, would he fly off and blow up? So I want to try now. Obviously, when I was recording this, I didn't know of that in any shape or form. So hopefully at a later date I can test that out, if that's a thing or not, or if it was just him being funny for his animation. Kind of hope it's a thing. See, like, I'm trying to be a bit more thingy with stuff here. I'm not grabbing everything that's nailed down. I was like, oh, I'm sure that's a structural thing I needed for building. I'm not trying to grab everything that's nailed down now. I'm trying to be a bit better at it. So nickel, obviously get resources again, because I need resources. Oh, this looks like an area that could have some stuff. Oh, storage box. I do come up with a question during this as well. I think this is where I discovered the turrets in a second for you. Them here. This is where I fired. There! Oh, it was not a graphic glitch, it was actually turrets firing at me. I didn't realise that to that point. But there's a lot of firepower, as you can see me firing at me here. As for the question I came up with, basically, I end up coming to a locked door against a little spoiler for you. And not whether I don't have enough of the lockpicks when I come in the game, or if I just don't want to waste them, because at this point, if I don't have any on me, I've only got like 1 or 2. And I was like, is this going to be one of the things I have to come back to later on? Or the game give me alternative ways to hit my objective, and that's what I was hoping it would be alternative. And I do find one alternative way, and that's what we don't go with in the end. So a little spoiler there. Also, you don't know what it is yet, so that's one thing I don't get too. Some of them seem to drop guns. They're all firing at me, except the one with knives, obviously. But they all seem to drop guns. Sorry, some of them seem to, and some don't for some reason. And this is where I reread this. Slight increased chance of recovery from injuries. At this point, I had it in my head. This is going to make my health go back up. Going to make my health back up. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think it is. And I think I had to go through all these looking for one now. Still, 50% increased critical melee. Unlock energy damage reduced. 10% resistance. Basically, I'm quickly reading these. I don't remember if I've read every one to you, but I'm reading them in my head at least, some of them. And I think I was reading some like physical damage reduced by 5%. It's like increased chance of recovery and injuries. And I think what I came up with, do you know how you get frostbite or stuff similar in the game, and like that breathing thing? It's them might randomly recover 10% chance. I believe it's that. I still wasn't sure, and even to this point I'm not 100% sure. But I do pick it. As you can see, I'm looking for more stuff for combat points spent. I need more points. So even one of these, I got more points. But I do end up picking it. I think it's in a minute after going through this. And I was hoping menu go up, and it doesn't. So I do think it's the way I'm understanding it now, basically. But then to unlock, I have to do 5 things. So it says I have to actually heal myself 5 times. But I think it's the, like I said, like the frostbite, the cough thing. I have 1 injury, I believe, at this time, but I don't have an item for it. The beast jump 10 times. So stuff like this. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do here is cut this a little bit ahead now, because, again, I've got not as much to say right now as I did at the time. So, okay, this is where I accepted, I believe. Voila, boom. I probably took about a minute and a half out there because I was going through more and I was reading them to you at a time dash in my head a little bit, and I think it was a bit more paused than silent than I planned originally. But since I need to find, this is where I look at my status thing, I think. Or do I look at it later? I thought I looked at it now. Okay, yeah, there, status. So like freezing cold or snow. And I was like, oh, this is a status effect, like warning, so I don't actually technically have effect on me right now. It's just the thing around me. It means I can catch me quite quick. I was like, oh, got my stuff. So I was also a bit iffy with them two if I actually killed them. So I can't remember if I threw a grenade at them or the guy next to them a bit earlier in the episode. And when I came out, I wasn't sure if I got them to. So here we go. This is where I talk about with it there. Oh, over there at the door, but I'll get to that in a minute. So see, like, every ammo I can get my hands on. I was like, ooh, I can, obviously if I don't have it, I can keep it. If I do, I can sell it. So I was like, oh. And I was also thinking, could I take the mannequin with me? But it seems to be kind of glued down. So I was like, oh, can I take this? No. Well, I can make one later. I was a little bit like, oh. It's just harder to talk like that when I'm not doing it properly. Because obviously my mind's in a different position and my memory of what I was doing is different. So I'm looking around for anything good. All this is about right now, just scanning for stuff I can grab. And as you can see, I just cut a bit out there. Again, it was about a minute. I was just kind of staring at the thing. I guess I was probably just asking a question or explaining something that was in my head at the time. And at this point in time, I have no clue what it was. Here's the door. You see, unlock master. So I was like, I think this is where I said I wasn't sure if I had picks or not. I have no picks. I thought, oh, maybe I could use this to unlock it. That'd be cool. And then there's like, oh, it's a turret control. Obviously no signal because I've already blown the turrets up. So in other words, if I could have snuck in here, use that, I could have used them on the guys outside. I seem to find these things after, like, I find the robots I can control, and then they're walking around. There is no ammunition because I've already bought the bloody ammunition out. And I'm panicking a little bit here, thinking, is the game forcing me to be a pick-lock person and advanced? Means I do have to come back. So I grab some more stuff here. Or surely there's another way, you know, for the mission. This is where I was like thinking that part and asking that question. I got a feeling, yeah, I end up going back to my ship, drop my stuff off, and then go back in. Because obviously I'm getting that tiredness again, as you can see. Oh, I didn't even check that bit I cut out. Maybe I was just resting for the tiredness, but I think either way I might have been asking someone at the same time. Because I head back to my ship, I'll grab a few things on the way out. And the idea is just drop stuff off and going back in. And because I was thinking, oh, maybe there's another way in over the top. Maybe, you know, like a skylight or something I could drop in to where I need to be. But obviously, getting all the way up there again, like he's doing, and then coming back is going to be a pain. So if I drop them off now, it also lets me really gather more stuff without getting more pain and all that. I'm looking at these like, what should I drop? I was like, oh, I've got two of these. I should drop one of them, definitely. So I do come to the conclusion later on in the game. I might be even this point in time only carry hearts with me, the things I favoured. I'm not. If I haven't favoured it, leave it behind, store it, or sell it. And that way there's more room to pick stuff up. I think that's what I've worked out here. I think here I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. This is more damaging or something than the other lavender one. So I think I've swapped that one to the heart, take the other one off. As you can see, to get a nice look at some of the weapons at a time. Again, I need to sort these out. I do technically in the episodes have a go at them and sell a bunch of these, but I end up keeping some of the heart ones and I look at them afterwards and they're like, they're pretty rubbish still. I need to find replacements. So I might have technically sold a better one than I had. I wasn't paying 100% attention. So I feel it needs to compare them a bit better somehow. But I do have a few good, strong ones, so I said I can work on it later on, because some of these are the first guns I found, so sure there's going to be easier stuff in the game to find, well, better stuff should I say, to find a lot more as we go on. So I'm looking at the thing like, what's the difference here, like 31 physical, because that's one thing I keep finding, like the physical, I think that's the damage. I was like, why does it not show the damage easy? And I was going through the whole thing, like, this has better range, this doesn't, why? So it's 50 caliber, look, So the red thing, this is back down, but the green means it's again better, and obviously the damage is better. I think that's what I was talking about here and trying to work out. That's why it's a bit over them. And I can't remember, did I hit the wrong button then? Or did I heart it? I think I might hit the wrong button. Yeah, I hit the wrong button then. I think that's a B at the bottom. I was like, okay. It was that once I went on the top of it and see now I've got them 2 free. So I've got rid of them. Actually, I don't think there was more damage. I think it was something like double shot or more damage when they were hurt, full health or something. It might have been. Again, it's hard to read this stuff. It's blurred more, as I already stated, being my editing program versus me playing it live. Obviously, once I export it again, the footage would be beautiful and smooth as the way I see it, just the way I saw it, just like the way you're seeing it now. But when I'm playing it, it's smooth as butter. Put an edit program, it's blurred, and then export it from the edit program. Once I've done the edits, added my voice or moved my voice around, pending what I'm doing with that particular program, adding more footage from other stuff, something like IWD, then it comes out smooth the way it was again. I think here, like I said, I'm just going through sorting out equipment to store basically, so I can carry more and pick more up and not get tired. I think that's a T for that. That's one thing I like resources. You can T and store everything as long as you have space. Just don't have that for anything else. Lucky boots, again, I keep forgetting about them. I've got to drop them off, don't I? Somewhere for someone, one of my missions. You know, gone back to a plan of multiple times since. Even these next couple episodes, I think I do. Or at least over these 4 episodes, I've gone back a couple of times and still not dropped them off. And like I have said, I have recorded, live, ready to go, episode 30, before I've gone back and edited these and I'm doing what I'm doing now. And even then, I think I'm actually on that planet, so I need to drop the boots off before I come back to it. You know, 30 was only a small, episode 17 I was quite annoyed and upset with the situation, and I was explaining that and getting it off my chest quick. And it was only 17-minute episodes, that was a quite a short one. Especially since it's only 15 anyway, so I think it's typically longer than it should be. But again, last episode 26 minutes. This episode I had down at 30 minutes. Will it be 30 minutes after I've had to cut a bit out here and there? I don't know, because I'm not doing it live anymore, am I? My next episode I had down as 24 minutes. Again, some of that might be cut out, because there might be bits where I'm just paused and I don't know what I was thinking at the time. And then the last episode ended up being 11 minutes with a bang, and then 37 minutes overall. But again, might be shorter, might be a bit longer, depending on how these footages cut together. And this is where I found like this open little cave thing. I was like, abandoned mineral refinery. I thought, oh, is the guy in here after? And I was like, oh, is that him? So he's 22. So I was like, quick save. Don't want to screw it up now. So you can see, technically, I can go back to this sort of save and do this fight again, but I've already done it once. It's like going through the motions again. It's always the first time you do it, or the second, third time, but it's a new fight. That's a better experience for me, and I feel it's better content for you. Because you sit and hear my reactions at the time, versus, oh no, I've already done this, let me kill this guy for the second time, you know. After him, he knows that well, his weapon has spun away then. Just grenaded him. Apparently I missed. Some of these grenade things, I didn't know if they hit or not. It's about watching, I had to be on the controls and everything right now, I've not to miss. I wasn't paying attention to him, I came behind him. That's another grenade attempt.
They got another!
They got another.
I can't see!
And he threw the grenade at me.
That's nothing!
I'm got a fist fight here. I think I was struggling here, trying to hit him and then reloading a minute, and I was... So I was like, screw it. And I got reload my gun, I'm knifing you. And he got really much of health shooting down, and oh fudge. Gotta get out of there, quick. You're gonna kill me if I stay there. So pull a different gun out so I don't have to reload. And I was like, I missed every bloody shot of that. I don't know what I was doing then, I was like 5 shots missed. And I fell down a hole. You can see this was done beautifully. You know it's a bit socky there. And I finally got my shotgun out, that's the one I swapped to my heart in. And I passed it. It's like, yay! And I accidentally went into the full inventory thing of him then by mistake. Wasn't trying to do that. So okay, I'm done. I just oh, it's like digibends, or what are they called? The pick locks, digipicks. And I accidentally found 2 and clicked the 3rd and started locking it. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Because again, if I exit, I just waste 1. So I thought I'll just attempt it, because I didn't mean to click here. I found 2 and I've wasted 1. I thought, I'm never lucky with these. I always screw it up. And I actually said that, and I think I do this again later on. It's either this one or later on, I actually pass it on the first go. What's actually amazing. Because I say I'm never lucky with these and I actually pull it off. I don't know if it's this one though, to be honest. It does happen over this 4 episodes at some point. I don't remember happening last episode, so it's either this one or a bit later. Basically, I was going to give it 1 try because I don't have enough of them right now. Let's see if it was this one or not, because I don't remember if it was my first one or not. I said it a couple of times when it popped up, because I grabbed them again by mistake later on, because it's like, eee! You know, and stuck in here. I found 2, waste 1. Ugh. I was like here, I think it was like, oh come on, this was like 4 or 5 different versions. I think this might be the one I failed. But okay. But that's bad now. Oh, that's worse. Yeah, this is the one I failed. So I gave up with this one. The one later on then. And again, I can't remember how many I did this on. I did it twice, at least. Maybe 3, but at least twice, I remember. So if I do it again, it might be the one, or it might have done one after it. It's like, okay, I don't know if I need this. Rare organic resources. Okay, right, I'll take it. Steel cup there, impact driver. Credits. Always good. And the one I actually passed it on to, again, a little spoiler, it gave me, I think, I can't remember it wrong, so it might not be 100% spoiler. I think it was 75 credits. And I remember making a comment, I bet it cost more to buy the pick. I might be wrong with that, I can't remember how much the picks cost. But I was like, I bet it cost more to buy the pick than to do that, the one I just have to waste on it. So getting all the ammo I can. Don't have to drain myself for money to buy ammo in the future. I'm looking around, oh, this one's small. Oh, that must be my thing to my ship over there. I'll check that, yeah, I have. Go up here, and then there's all the stuff in there. And then I go up here. Again, this is the way out.
Oh, you're up again.
God, I missed somebody. I was like, that did take me a surprise at the time. Then there was, oh, there's 2 of you. Oh, there's 3 of you. Knife fight. Correction. Knife and axe fight. Let's just do it. Blade fight. Again, this is quite dark and blurred on my screen, remember.
I smell credit. Shit.
I think when he said that, I made the comments on the long yeah, yours. Like some of these after I do it, it's like, I remember roughly the joke he said. And I think, oh, there's someone over there shooting me. But it didn't hit the same, it didn't happen at the same time. And I'd already done it. I don't know why he's so like, ah, you Adrian. He's like, I got you. And I was like, I got you, and then I had to reload. I was like, come on. And I found some for purple here. Lash out rip shank. I believe it's not as good as something I have, but it makes them bleed. I don't remember if I end up taking it with me. I know I keep it, but I don't remember hearting it or not. So at one point I was like, I'll take 1 melee, and I think I got rid of my daggers, and I got like a machete, and it was between that and the machete, and I think the machete was more damage, but that made it bleed. I don't remember what I went with, but if I didn't go with that, I know I just stored it in my ship. Again, you probably see that later. I'll say it's that point, thinking, I'm taking too long with this, and I'm not explaining it as I'm doing it because my train of thought's not there anymore, so I'm deleting it. Oh, speaking of which, I was like, oh, can I mine this? And then I was like, oh, just hit E. But I kind of paused on that. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute, can I mine that? And right now, for some reason, I'm having trouble getting my mining tool out. I don't know why. And then I got it. So I was taking a little time, and I was actually struggling getting it out. I don't know if I was at the wrong button or what. I was like, oh, is there any more around? I can mine. Oh, E. I'll take that. Oh, there's one over there. It's water, but hey, I'll take it. Boom. I'm scanning, looking for stuff now. I'm thinking they're all dead. Like, that's another thing. Were these already in here? Or were these dead? Unlocked living quarters. Oh yeah, I found the key earlier. And I was like, oh, this is the route I could have got in. I was like, oh no, this isn't. Okay, this isn't the route. Okay, we'll look around. Oh, scan him, yep. I was like, oh, maybe the route's upstairs. But of course, let's check everything first. So, oh, Chuck's cake, I'll take that. A bit of food. Space helmet. Was that sealant? That's the sealant I definitely need. One of the things I put my phone for, sealant's one of them. Like pill bottle, not sure if I need that or not. I'll take it. Huh. Little finger, roughly 26 minutes of my episode because my credits just popped up. Also, I'll move these to the end of the episode because this episode originally was going to be 30 anyway. I just saw them pop up on the screen. I will move them so you won't see it just. But my episode would have just ended last week's episode, not last week's, yeah, last episode. Again, pending this. Actually, I'm doing these Thursday Sundays, aren't I? So basically, it's Sunday. If it's Thursday, it would be last week because it'd be Sundays, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's either Thursday, Sundays, whatever one was last. There's a bed. I think I made a comment here, and that's why I paused here. It's some story from the past. Basically, it's called cots. Like, why do I have to call them cots? I'm used to them being basically a little bed, small bed, whatever you want to call it. A cot to me is a baby bed, and being a baby bed, when I first met Supernova Tiffy, again, if you watch the channel, you'll know story. I think it's what I'm explaining here. They came to visit Britain. Her mum, her dad, and her sister was 2 years older than her. Soon as Tiffy was staying with me and my mum, they went to a hotel with her sister, and they booked one bedroom, a double bed for them, and a cot. And I had to tell them the cot's a baby bed. Basically, she's got nowhere to sleep. So it would be quite funny if they arrived and had to use a cot. I don't think they were very amused either. That's the story I was telling. That's why it was paused. And here's a bathroom. And there's a thing, I don't know if I've noticed it yet, but it says, oh, I'm trying to pay a ticket now. And it's like, yeah, there's food on the floor of the bathroom. It says about accidents or something. There's no toilet paper, take that. There's about accidents or something, like 5 days since accidents or something on the side. Ah, please not, days since last incident, there it is, free, there it is. And I was like, oh, again, this is a football ball, it's a soccer ball. But I'll take it in a football. And I was like, okay. Ah, is this the one? Finally locked. Unlocked living quarters. Let's go over here and check everything quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I was like, oh yeah, like that. Boom. An extra lockpick or digipick. There's a helmet to take the saddle to use. And this again, we accidentally digipicked it. It's like, no! I was clicking E just to open. It was digipick, or I left it. And this is where I was saying this for the second time. Because, again, I failed the last one. Every time, I can never do the first goes. So maybe this is the one I pull it off. What gives me 75 credits. Maybe this one where I mess up and there's one later on I pull it off. We'll see. I don't remember which one it is, so hopefully it's this one. I'm like trying to see what there is. So, okay, that one will work. Okay, so far. I know it's going to mess up in a second. I think I'll say something along the lines of that. I was like, okay, that won't work. Nope. I was like, nope. I was like, oh, this ain't. Oh, this one works. But it's going to mess up in a sec. I was like, Goes, nope. Nope. Yeah, that one doesn't fit. I was like, oh, that one fits. Oh, there's two versions of it, is there? Oh, there's one version. Did it not fit? I thought it did. That one. was like, oh, so it doesn't fit. And I think this did it in the end? I was like, oh, it fits. I was like, I did it! There. Oh, 76, sorry. My correction. I thought it was 75 in my head. 76 credits. I did make that comment, like I said earlier, about this. It probably cost me more to buy the Digipick. Obviously, the one I found will be free. Console commands. Oh, yeah, I knocked the console commands here by mistake. Console commands will disable achievements. I believe that was the button above tab. That's why I put it on and off. I said, I don't want to turn that off. So I'm hoping that doesn't turn them off. Because I didn't type anything. I think that's why I put the mouse over there. Hopefully it hasn't done anything. I just knocked it. So I'm not as bothered about achievements at the same time. I have no reason to turn them off. I'm checking the lockers. Oh, take that food. Vacuum tape. I think I need that for stuff. Yeah, I kind of wish they would have top heavy. Yay! I kind of wish they have it so, like, when you click on something, are you sure? Or maybe you put an option. Are you sure you want to use a Digipick for this? Yes, I'm sure. Instead of, oh, you said Digipick. Because, like I said, technically I pulled that one off, but 2 of them I directly wasted 2 when I wouldn't have attempted them. You know, that last one, yeah, I put on and expect myself to. Here's the room. This is it. So that key I found got me through here, but obviously, technically, if I was an expert and had enough Digipicks to get through it, I could have gone through that door and gone down that way. So it's 2 routes into the place, so that's good. You know, there's not just one way in. There's 2 routes I found minimum. Maybe it's a third, I don't know. That was the last stuff, so I missed that, but I didn't miss that. I just checked, we're at 31 minutes, so somehow I made this longer. I don't know if I took more from the last episode or something, because sometimes I quite hit exit button and I leave it there and I do it, turn it off again and go from there. I forgot to do that and it just kind of ran, so I think I started it earlier. Anyway, by the fact I'm paused here, well, I'm not paused, I'm standing here, I think it's where I end the episode. So with that being said, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. As I save it here, see you next time, have a great one today. Bye everybody, and tune in next time for 28. Bye!